Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. And you join me just over here at Piccadilly Circus. We are watching the very first journey of HubLink 3 Local. There is an express train directly behind us, which I'm not sure how that's happened. Might have to do some tweaking with the timetable again. But this is the new local line, which there's a few tight bends that it has to negotiate, but it's done okay. Metro Depot 9 keeps claiming it hasn't got enough trains, and I have a feeling that Piccadilly Circus is the reason behind that, because it has to. There's a lot of trains that have to queue up and let the cars go by first, which is a bit of a pain, but there's not much I can do about that right this second without rebuilding the entire network, which is sort of, it defeats the point of us having Piccadilly Circus in the first place, really. So yes, we are following this local line train. Let's speed things up a tiny bit, because we're currently heading in the wrong direction. We're about to slope down underneath the river. There we go. Curving back round towards the direction that we actually want to travel in. And our first main stop on the line, which is just approaching now. Come on. There we go. Branches off like this, and there's the platform. Yes, we really didn't do a very good job with this whole loop bit here. I have done better in the past. Should probably rebuild that at some point, really. Can't really be bothered to redo the route at the moment, though. I also didn't realise how close we were to hitting that road when we put the line through. That must have been a bit of a nerve fest when they're tunnelling. There's the express train directly behind us, which we didn't really want that to be the case. We wanted them to be staggered, which is why I set them half an hour apart, and yet for some reason they're chasing each other around the city still. So I will have to look at that once this episode's finished. We'll need to take a little quick look and see what's going on with that. But this is why I wanted to have these two lines now, though, because we can move people from the south to the north a heck of a lot quicker, and at the same time we can have the local line which stops more regularly and picks up more people. So we end up with a very, very profitable line. And the express line is very popular. It gives people a chance to change trains and get onto an express train, which is basically what we want. And it keeps them moving, as I keep saying. The key with this city is to keep people moving at a constant rate. That's where you avoid traffic jams. Right, we're stopping at the busy station. You can see there's a lot of frame rate issues at this station because there's just so much going on. There's about 500 people walking around at any given moment, really. Every time a train comes in, just a huge swarm of people. It is crazy. If you look how many people are on this train as well, 112. And there's more people to pick up as we carry on going around the loop. Now, is that express train going to be able to overtake us now? Doesn't look like it. Nope. Maybe the whole loop system doesn't work quite as well as I want it to. We'll see, though, we'll see. There you go, it's right up our backsides again. Not very ideal, really. Not the best situation to be in. Might have to rebuild some stations. Just a little bit. Who knows? Anyway. There's loads of people waiting to come south as well. This train's going to be full running south if it isn't running north. Because there's just going to be so many people. So many people waiting to go back down south. Probably to the Metro hub rather than to Piccadilly. I mean, look at that, it's 300 people there. We can only carry 230 on this train. The bigger trains, they'll be able to carry more, of course. But this train can only carry 230. Which isn't bad for a 6-car unit. You know, considering the other trains are 6-car and they can only carry 160, there's a big advantage. Right, how many people are waiting at this loop station? Not many by the looks of it. And right now, I'm not expecting many people to be here. This is just a terminus station, that's all it's really good for. Just a way to loop the train round so it can head back south again. I don't think that express train is ever going to overtake us now. I think it's stuck behind us for the duration. Which is, like I said, that's a pain. We don't really want that. We don't want that. In fact, let's see if I can grab both lines There you are, we're at full capacity now, 230. Let's move these out of the way so you can see how full this train is. And there's still 100 people waiting on that platform. And you look at our profit loss already. Double or nothing, really. Very, very impressive. And for some reason there's 0.3 of a kilometre difference between the two tracks. And I'm guessing that's where the loops come into it. If not, then I don't know what the difference is. Right, so what's wrong with these? These all leave at half past, on the hour, on the hour, on the hour, on the hour. These ones leave on the hour, half past, half past, half past, and half past. So why are they following each other? I have no idea. I think there's a couple that are bunched up, which they're not supposed to be. That's not very good. That's not supposed to happen. Bloody hell, look at the number of people waiting here as well. We might just have to go for full-length trains on this line now. You know, look, the express train still can't get past. Which is a pain. Yes, we definitely need to re-look at this. Although we lost a lot of passengers there. So again, the metro hub is now even busier because we've got 2 more lines with 200 odd people getting pumped into that little piece of road. Which is probably not ideal, but there you go. Alright, is this Tram Square? Yep, this is Tram Square. Big plans for this place. Providing I can make it work, of course. If not, then I don't know. I just don't know. Actually, already I'm looking to see what I can do with the idea that I've got. Yeah, it could work. It should work. Hopefully. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. I'll cry. That's probably what will happen. Alright, there's the express train again, getting caught up behind us. I think it's because every time we turn off to stop at a station, the train behind has had to stop at the previous station because it's an interchange, so it doesn't have enough time to actually catch up and go past before this train leaves the loop again. That looks to be what the issue is. Especially, we'll look at it here. Ignore the ugly slopes. Just pretend they don't exist. Mind you, 99 people being taken back to Piccadilly, that's not half bad. Oh, it's so close that time. It very nearly got past. That was close. Right, this is a lot of people we're bringing back now. 99 on this train, 28 on that train. So that's over 100 people. There's some broken down trains. I think I'll have to sort that out first before I go over to Tram Square. Otherwise we're going to have some real problems going on. Yes, there's a lot of broken down trains on the express loop. Right, drop off passengers. Don't know where they're all going. Some might wait for the train back in the other direction, but I don't think many of them will. Right, all the way around the loop. That train's not very full, considering. Oh well. Back to depot. So that train's going to head off back to the depot. First successful run of the local line done. What we're now going to do is head over to this depot, which of course is the City Express depot. Now, that could be the issue. Here. I think what I'm going to have to do is switch these lines off. Now I thought this system would work, but apparently it won't. So we are going to have to redo this. So we want it really to go like that, underneath, and then connect up like so. That one, and then this one. Can I get this one to go under? Sorry, not enough space. Doesn't look like there's enough space. So this one will have to go over. like that, and then down like so. And then we'll get rid of that one, we'll get rid of that one. And we'll have that as one way, like so, and that as one way, like so. Go over to here, grab the first vehicle. What are you on, 50%? Just fast forward time a bit, get it up to 100. Or at least close to 100. I'm sure that's not the only problem. Like I said, Piccadilly Circus is a huge problem because of trains waiting to cross that road. But if you can fix them here so they're not waiting for hours to get out of the depot, chances are you're going to have a pretty decent network running across the board. Trains leave the depot smoothly and return to the depot smoothly, then everywhere else should be smoothly as well. What are we on now? 61. I think that'll do. It'll send out the best train first, so any that were waiting in the depot still should be sent out. Okay, let's head over to Tram Square so I can tell you guys about my idea. So Tram Square is under here. You can see there's HubLink 1 station here, and then here's HubLink 3. What I want to do is build connections to other parts of the city from this station and have it as like a focal point. So here, for example, we can branch off and come over into this area, and north of it we can branch off and head over to City East. Even if they're only just one stop and run solely from here, I think that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, I think I will do that. That's my phone ringing in the background. Apologies if you can hear that. Lots of people trying to contact us at the moment. I don't really know why, but it's not important to the episode, so I'm going to move on. I do want to do that idea actually of connecting. Yeah, I do like that idea a lot. So I think 2 stations in this direction, maybe 3. Could I have one? What's this? This is Shamrock. That's HubLink 2 runs through this bit, and HubLink 1 runs through this bit as well. So I want to avoid that really, so I think up this way will probably be best. Although that's HubLink 2 there as well. Maybe another connection with HubLink 2 here isn't a bad idea, and then maybe a station on this island, and then over here. And then in this direction, branch it off a station here, and then just a station here. I think that'll work out quite nicely. So let's do it. Yeah. It'll be somewhere like this that it starts, and it will run along like so. Like this. Like this. And oh, actually, that would be cool. If I build it to like here, and let's see if I can make it connect up to this track. Like that, and connect to this track like that. That's one done, and it won't interfere with this too much because there's no depot on this side. So that's that bit done. We still have to connect it up, of course, so let's do that very quickly. So this can be a straight line, like so. This one has to be done a little bit more carefully. Is that really not going to let me build that like that? Come on. I know you want to work. Okay, what if I went under? Would that make a difference? I don't think it will. I don't think it'll make any difference whatsoever. So it's all about curving it in such a way. Is it just going to keep... Okay. Okay. I get it. Delete that. Now it will work. And then you can just put the other one in afterwards. There's always one that does that. There's always one that just doesn't work. Alright, where's the there's the junction. Like that. And then this one, just draw a straight line over. So that's that one done. We'll put the platforms in here. So this one, there's one there and one there. I've no idea where that second platform ended up. Is that it there? Looks like it. And then of course, I think I can have an extra platform now then. One here. Like that. And then it goes over to there and then comes back via all this to over here. Okay, that's one bit done. What's wrong with that train? Aha, I think they're doing more than one loop. So that's cool. Right, and then we need to build this track. Now it needs to really to branch off before this area here so that it can cut across to over there. So the question is, how high or low does this track need to go so that it fits? Let's try it at 4 first. Now 4 takes it quite a long way over. 5 takes it all the way over. So let's do it at 5. We can just draw a straight line across like that to here, and then curve it round like this under the water, like that. No, come on, under the water. There we go. I want to be clever. I want it to go like that, and then underneath like that to there, and then I want it to go so that's 9 underground at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it'll go like this. It'll hang on, like this. It'll curve round to here, and then round to here and there, and then straight line from there to there, just like that. And then a station there, and a station under here. If I can put it roughly in the middle, can I cover that stop? Just about. Question then is, of course, which road does it go onto? Let's try it. No, I don't want it on the slip roads. So in that case, it's going to have to be on this one. One there, one there. So I think it just about covers that stop. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then one there. No. Wrong. One. No. Still wrong. That's going to be a pain in my backside, isn't it? Right. Quick problem solver. One there. One there. and then I think we could actually fit one more in before we join up again. So let's put them one here and one here. Now, as for the depot, I don't actually know where to put that yet. I haven't fully decided. I'm not even sure if it will fit where I wanted it to go. I don't think that will work. We'll have to wait and see on that one, I think. Right, that one goes like that, and then this one is just a straight line, like so. Now, where I would have put the depot would have been over in this part, and maybe I still could. Maybe I still could. I could do something slightly different, I suppose, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I could put the depot... Well, let's have a look over this side. Where is it? Over here. Yeah. You know what? I think that could work. Needs to go like that, and then something a bit like that. And then put the depot there. Right, here's going to be the tricky bit. Actually, that's not as hard as I thought it would be. Draw that to there like so, and then this one I could probably get away with just putting it on normally, like that. This side I'll have to be a bit more careful, so it'd be like this, and then up like that. There we are. Done. So this is technically now HubLink 4. Technically. And it stops at all stations again. But it does give us other options. For example, HubLink 3 can now head off in this direction, and HubLink 4 can head up in this direction. So we've given ourselves some real good future potential for this city. That probably wasn't the best way of saying it. We've given ourselves some really good ideas for future developments though, connecting lines together. There is even a potential for having, here for example, HubLink 1 join up with HubLink 3, and just up here have HubLink 2 join up with HubLink 3. We've technically already got HubLinks 1 and 4 connecting up here. Now 3 can't go down this track because of the way the junction's set out, so that won't happen. But HubLink 4 and 1 can connect, and HubLinks 3 and 2 can connect, and we'll end up with this really large dynamic network. It'll be like in London where you've got the Circle line, the District line, the Hammersmith and City line and the Metropolitan line, all at certain points sharing tracks. It'll be along those lines, if you pardon the pun. And it works out quite well. Okay, so all we need to do now is add in M-Link HubLink 4. We're going to timetable it the same as 2. Exactly the same as 2. Where is 2? There it is. Just like that. Okay, first bit is depot, and then we got this platform. If we come along to this platform here, under the river. Right, now here's the question. Do we stop in the local lines or the express lines? I think because it's an all-stopping service, probably the local lines. If we had an express version of it, then we'd stop at the express platforms. But I can't see that happening really. I can see this being an all-stopping line. Alright, now we've got to head back via all these platforms. Now I'm not sure what size train to have for this to start with. I don't know whether to start small and build up, because that is quite a tedious task, having to go through and delete all the old vehicles. It does get quite boring. So you kind of want to get it right first time. But it is a real guessing game as to what size you need. How many do we need? 7. So whatever size we get, we need 7 of them. But let's cancel this for now. We'll close the line so that we know that we're getting it right. Right, control cars. I'm tempted to go for the capital rocket. Let's get 10 of these. Because we haven't had these before. They look quite cool. I'd say 30 of these. And then I don't even know how many passenger cars. 120 maybe? That's 1. This is 2. 3. They got good service quality, these carriages. And 4. Whoa, no. Capital rocket, come on. There we are. Okay, open the line, and let's see how we do. So there's the first train. Let's follow it, shall we? I think that we can afford to run this one in normal speed. I am going to save my game though before it all goes wrong again. See, we've got a really long train out on track already. Very long train. Snaking its way around. Now, this whole idea of 2 of these lines sharing tracks hopefully won't become a problem. We haven't done it anywhere else on our network, so it's a real guessing game as to whether this is going to work. In the past, when I've had lines like this sharing with custom cars, there is sometimes a bit of a backlog, but I think because these trains only run an hour apart, we should be okay. We should get away with it. It's only really at this station and at Tram Square that there becomes a problem. Everywhere else it's its own dedicated railway. And even there was no sign of a HubLink 1 train the entire time we were running around that loop. So actually that's okay. That works out quite well for us. I will change one thing though, just to be on the safe side. Whoops. Stagger these trains a bit. So then on the main station, Tram Square, there'll be a train arriving every 15 minutes. Pretty much. Once we get the other lines in, it'll probably be every 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. That should do it. Alright, so we've got 4 people out of a possible 258. Not very busy yet. However, this is the inaugural train, so I'm not expecting hundreds of thousands of people to be travelling. Not yet. That'll come later. Excuse me. Tickling my throat then. Right, so we're running under this level here. I think the next stop is the interchange. It looks like it is. We're about to branch off and join the main running line. Here we go. First proper big test is how it handles this. Okay, we're going to branch off and enter this platform. Now I imagine most of these are for HubLink 3 and not for us. You never know though. Nope, we stayed at 5. It's not too bad, I suppose. Could have been worse. Right, so that's actually handled that quite well. Branch off here. Head down this track, join the new dedicated track, Now this is where it's going to start getting more popular, because this is a route that no other train does in this city. The way it cuts across like this and ends up over at City East. There's a lot of east to west links that we're building now, even if some of them are southeast to northeast and southwest to northeast, things like that. In some cases they go from directly south to directly north. Some of our metro lines do that. But this is the first proper one that is designed to go exactly east to exactly west, and vice versa. HubLink 1 sort of does, but it goes west to east to west, so crisscrosses. HubLink 2 just goes from the bottom right corner to the top left corner. HubLink 3 goes from the bottom left corner to the top right corner. HubLink 4 goes from the left to the right. And I'm sure eventually there'll be a 5 and 6 being built as well, to fill in the rest of the blanks. Now, how many people are waiting at this station? There's a lot waiting to come back. 29 waiting to come back, only 7 waiting to go east. It'll also be interesting to see how many people are waiting to head west from City East. That would be an interesting one. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Here we go, we're about to find out. I can't see it being that many, to be honest. How many is it? 27. There's a lot of people here now, though. Got monorail line. We got 3 different metro lines stop here. Technically 4, but 3 different tracks. So it's becoming a big interchange over there. It's the biggest interchange in that part of the city. It's the only interchange in that part of the city. So that'll probably explain why. The boats are quite popular as well, so we might have to look at increasing capacity on the boat lines. Try and get more people moving around there. Especially with Pimlico Island, quite hard to reach still. Might have a little shuttle bus service that just runs around between the water bus and the metro, taking people around the island so they can get to where they want to go. Because that's still an area where traffic could be a problem. People driving to and from the island. Only 19 people here. At this rate, we might actually need shorter trains on this route. Might not need this many vehicles. But, again, it is the first run. People might not be aware of the fact they can use this train service yet. What are we up to? 26? Out of 258. So it's not brilliant. It's not brilliant. It's not terrible, but it's not brilliant. It does depend how many laps this train's going to do as well. One person, apparently they're annoyed and having to wait. It's the first train. It has to go round. What do you expect? It's not going to like take a detour or suddenly flip a U-ey, come and pick you up. How many got there? 16. Again, they're not happy because they've had to wait a little while. Right, here's a test. There's a HubLink 1 train about to join this loop as this train is about to arrive. How is it going to cope? There's a bit of a gap between them. I don't think it's big enough for the stop to take place. Mind you, there's 60 odd people waiting here as well. How many of them are going to get on this train? Are any of them going to get on? Yes, they are. 59 people. And yes, the HubLink 1 train is now waiting outside the loop for these passengers. And then we head off again. So actually, that's not a bad waiting time. HubLink 1 I think can cope with that. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's a little unique thing that I thought I would do today. I was starting to wonder if there was anything new that I could actually build, or whether I should start refurbishing old lines. And I just took a look at this area and thought, if we built a metro stop in the centre of it, we could make something work here. And I do have a plan for something else that will run through the middle of this as well. So Tram Square, this really, where is it? This really here is going to become our new central hub for the city, because it is almost smack bang in the middle if you look at it from above. It's the middle of this island, sort of. I think about there's actually the middle of the island, so it's just a little bit over. But I've got some plans for this, what we can do with this. and it ties in nicely with Pimlico Island as well, and over here at City East. So all in all, I think we've got good potential for this city still. But that's going to have to wait until Friday's episode, I'm afraid, because we have pretty much reached the end of this one today. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed watching the video, and until next time, I will see you soon.